Name this person. Hariba misasina Regional Institute of Medical Science Manipur ki ihan hanba medical college puraki Board of Secondary Education established torami Manipur Public Service Commission likhalami Manipur ki amata ngairaba zoological garden mahak na hodoami mahak na patriots day amadi khongjom day observations so hodoami Manipur ki ihan hanba university sum mahak na sangaba horami Hariba the architect of modern Manipur si kanano Team C
Alimuddin.
Alimuddin is the right answer. So 10 points for Team C. Okay, next. Another question. Manipur ki round. Housing Manipur Legislative Assembly is suspended tawgre. Suspended tawdrigai mamangda. Who was the last chairman of Public Account Committee of Manipur Legislative Assembly? MLA mano oidoi ni ko. Kanano haven. Public Account Committee ki chairman si Cabinet Minister magi rank te P. Magi special power mayamam P. Yes, Team C.
Surya Kumar Okram Kennedy.
Surya Kumar Okram is the right answer. So 10 points for Team C. So we can have the last question for the home round. The last sovereign king of Manipur before its merger to India. India the pundringai da aroi ba sovereign king adugi maming kari kaubage have in Manipur. Team D. Maharaj Bodhachandra is the right answer. 10 points for Team D. So after the end of the home round, let us know the score from our scorer. Yam nungai ko quiz hojik quite nungai round nama and it's going to be a little tougher. Question si yam lain bi yu khakta hai ever organizing committee na. Aikoi Sangaiyumpham ki student makai je mi mamangda live thagado banina yam haitaba mangani haidana. Question si yam luna semakpani atubu mo yam phajana khummi ko but handaki question si di asimbagi lui ko ai ngasai lui haidu haijan mane ko handaki round si di that is the pangal round. Round mayam si organizing committee na suggest or ko round ngakni ko ado pangal round gi ready to ko team A B C D. After the end of the fourth round, Team A scored 15 points, Team B with 10 points, Team C 60 points. And after the end of the fourth round, Team C is leading with 60 points, followed by Team D with 50 points. Team D ki negative marking yam set ko and Team E with 10 poins. So quiz sida di buzzer round hai base Manipur da ihan hana aikoi sar samuna puthoraki bani aduga buzzer sidi aikoi ki cutthroat competition ni ko sidadi negative points ki plays yamna se my rules yam chawi aduna sense of reflection je yam thugadaba at the same time aingonda question ji pakhum phajana chummabra habase isana check tawgadabani ko handaki question je handaki round je yam nungai round ni again this is also buzzer round so we can have the first question for pangal round. Identify this student leader. Manipur Pangal gi amata ngairaba 4% reservation gi pioneering tawkiba haiba movement madugi ihau Manipur Pangal singi oiba reservation pigadobani haidana ihau hokiba Manipur Pangal gi mahiroi singi luchingba amagi picture ni mangdo uribase haiba misaksi noi identify to ngambra and he was the president of all Manipur Muslims student organization AMSO haidana Manipur gi Pangal singi student body amagi president oirambani. Can you identify this student leader who had been the pioneer in the student movement for bringing OBC reservation for the Pangal community in Manipur? Can you identify the person? Sigi paukum piba ngamba do sir samuni iba lai amaso mo khudol tamgani noida. Buzzer handamgado uniko. It's buzzer wrong. Yes, Team D. Hanif Shah is the right answer. So 10 points awarded to Team D. So pangal round da sige paukum si pibagi ai sir samugi mo chinjaraga Dasu Sardar have a lyric handak Manipur State Sahitya Academy na piba award pangrava lyric niko have a like the question is again. Okay. Okay. So we can have the second question. Second question. In 1635, during the reign of King Khagemba, a Pangal lady made a supreme sacrifice at Imphal River. Her sacrifice was categorically reflected in the Maitai Puya Kamnung Inga Leishava. What was the name of that lady? Manipugi Puari da Kwaidiki Singtaningai Oiba Maunda Pangal Nupi Amakakna Manipuri Miam Gidamakta Tawai Takibagi Tankak Amakakni Imphal Turel Gi Tingel Tingbada Manipur Gi Matamdugi Iningto Gi Mahut Chilaga Tawai Takiva Adugumba Manipur Gi Petro Chamakakni Maki Warisi Kamnung Inga Leisava Haiba Maitai Puya Sida Santukna Palli Haida Nupi Sigi Maming Kari Kobage. Haida Wang Sigi Paukum Pibangambada Lupa Changa Pigani ko Changa say any Putokada Yamba Laudino Putokani. So for the audience, yes, lady from the crowd. Okay, Nabani Mutolo. Okay, Paukum Pibangam Nabani. Yes, come. La Legati no any de Lupa Changa Lonico. Mamani na haisi yapok thambal no habeni ko absolutely wrong. Thambal no itini ko pangal haibani. Yes. Yes, come forward. Yes, no any more. Come forward quickly. He has given the right answer. That is Amina Bibi.
My name is Rusan.
Okay. Like to Piro. It's a beautiful answer, Kong. Okay. Sir, Samudam the PNC. Like to. Sir, please come forward to give away the prizes. This prize for the student. Yamba lupa changa to Piro. Ako na pirageba. Okay. Okay. Wait. Uncle. Karina amok pipi dori ko. Ipotombina. Isana don't pipiyo. Yes. Lupa changwa ki manam pidore. Okay. Aho mo kuwang kubigyan. Yes. Eko matam yam changhandana kuisi hauno bo hona jage adubo magi technical inputs mayam ama leibani madu mayam to establish tono bo hona badam matam gidang change madu gidang to mayam ngapi gani but in the conduct of quiz competition that ekoi matam yare bam khai laudana ba ge hona jage aduga hojage ekoi gi mangda phambiriba saknairaba guest mayam ama hanadagi phambiraga leibi saru yabiramba mayam dagi mathakta ai organizing committee gi mahut sinjaraga haiba tare ai tanam nokchage ikai khumnajariba manipur gi saknairaba academician aduga public personality anini aduga makoi gi influence dimension amada nataba multi dimensional oiba multi faceted personality ngakani ai ikai khumnajariba Sir Dr. Dhanavil Ashram amasung Sir Dr. Rahijulin Sek ani baham mukta taram nokchari kai khumna uchari mayam hobu khuma amag loina ikai khumnajariba ozani se taram nokpi gani loina lamdam asigi luchingba ma oibata natana manipur gi yamna naha oiba vibrant aduga yam proactive oiba luchingba ama oibata natana aikoi gi hariba kendra sigi oinazu MLA moina leiviriba honorable MLA aigi yamba da Kennedy busu taram nokchari mayam gi luchingba Okram Sujukumar mayam hobu khuma ngolin taram nokbigani thagachari loina ngasi gi thoramasi gi resource person oina leiviriba Sparkle Edu Services ki general manager Madam Rose Kennedy busu mayam hobu khuma ngolin taram nokbigani Sina Sangaiyumpham mahut sinjaraga ngaktang gap mayam se fill up tawna bo hona bani ko anyway ekoi buzzer je hojik set up kana tawna bo hona ri buzzer yaba ekoi hona bo hona jage anyway in the meantime ekoi ki ngasi ki quiz competition se yaw godo ba participant mayam se introduction to bagi round do lomina se will make it very short ko yam ten pat hai godo ba ngang bo matam da yam audible o hinga do ba ko so team A is team A hoji main driver male team A mele ko. Okay. Team A will be represented by the brilliant English school. Ko team A, let us take our time to introduce yourself. Ko no ming am ta haisi class ke akare karam school no hai bodo chat chat haisi ko. Phamaga tum hairo yes. Matam yam lo yadre. Okay yadra ba.
I am Khan from Brilliant English School from class 10.
Class 10, very good. Next,
I am Amanat from class 9.
class 10. Okay, Brilliant English School representing Team A of the quiz competition for the 3rd Youth Convention Cum Counselling by all Sangaiyumpham Youth Development Organization. And now Team B. Let us take our time to introduce ourselves. Yes, Team B. Pamu ga dum tausi.
I'm Alia of class 9 from the Islamic Childcare Center, Sangaiyumpham.
Tadi, mic ta hairo phuk tadi. Konjil do, khar kan nam ta haisi. Say.
I am Alia of class 9 from the Islamic Childcare Center, Sangaiyumpham.
Okay, next.
I am Azharuddin of class 10 from the Islamic Childcare Center, Sangaiyumpham.
That is the Islamic Child Care Center representing Team B. And now let's go to Team C.
I am Ramshan from class 7. I am studying the Future Wise Academy.
Okay, next.
I'm Jakawat in class 7. I study at the Future Wise Academy.
And wishing you all the best. This is the youngest team. Ko, class kya kare? Class 7. Okay. Nabani class kya kare? Class 10. Mike ta haisi ko. Noidi? Class kya kare? 9, 10. Okay. And this is class 7. Both of you are in class 7, right? Okay. Ani magsiko. This is the youngest team. So, wishing you all the best. And that is the Future Wise Academy representing Team C. Now let's come to Team D. Yes, hi Rohan.
Hello everyone, good morning. I am Taskan representing the Dynamic Academy of New Generation.
Okay, then.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I myself, Aribam Sohail Khan of class 9, representing as a team member of the Dynamic Academy of New Generation.
That is the Dynamic Academy of New Generation representing Team D. Now let's come to Team E.
I myself, Nafza from Sangaiyumpham. My school is Sangaiyumpham Higher Secondary School.
My name is Kulapong Saros.
Class
9.
Class 9. That is the Sangaiyumpham Higher Secondary School. Ngasigi quiz competition sigi mapung phaba mana. We have a government school and we have a youngest team. Okay, crowd chidauzik leiribazi yamna naha oiba class ki team amusu yauri aduga government school amusu yauri, which is very interesting. And all the teams represented by different school that belongs to Sangaiyumpham only. Sangaiyumpham da handak team faces tausi haidana youth convention si first youth convention, second youth convention, third youth convention all maksi yauba phangba yam laiba khoba misa amakak nei je adu inaw singsina handak ti aikoi mapandagi miyoi mayam ama la akanda star debater mayam ama la akanda debate mayam tawre. And I people may say, "Oh, inspired or motivate or now it's our time." How do I satra may put hoga debate to winning the quiz to winning the Sumai or Z Hidana? Maropang may am saying, "Have again the quiz competition, Sinbagit and Zatuni." And I want to confess myself, in my debating journey, Mahiroyamo in I debate journey, the I Ozamo in Matam Super regard to Virakpa, Jarakpa, Ibu Makong Sombirakpa, Matam Super. Takpitam biduna aibu yam sigi stage sifo yong lobo hono bada yam chawno contribution pibirakpa aigi sadana viragi mangda phambiri aduga in quiz okay ai quizzer moina haujarakpani aduga quiz competition ji starting from school is tagi quiz competition mayam amada aibu guide to birakhiba yam phajana inspired to birakpa aduga magi footstep mayam je aina adum chatna bu honarakpa misal makhangai gi mangda phambiriba sir samu miyam ki Dr. Rahizuddin Sheikh I go Zani in among the company, going with Yam Takatpa, Yam confident with the Matang owing a CZ. Anyway, I'll try my best. How's it quiz Hobogit and Zasi, Yarani and Loser again. I quickly technical team say Yasir Amadis, Hanu Khan, Moyanina, Senaviga Doguni, Ridi Virabra Yareko. All set. Bazargide, I Horan Adam Sebiu, Horan Yarka and Dozevoko. I was slightly in a ready way and Lorisico. Okay. I question see, yam live question yaktani ko, aruba question yaude. ꯆꯥꯎ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯅꯣꯏ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯅꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯗꯨꯅ ꯈ꯭ꯋꯥꯏ ꯐꯔꯦꯅ ꯁꯥꯇ꯭ꯔꯅꯤꯅ ꯅꯣꯏ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜ ꯔꯤꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯦꯟ ꯇꯧꯅꯕꯁꯤꯗ ꯐꯝꯍꯟꯈ꯭ꯔꯕꯅꯦꯕꯀꯣ ꯌꯨ ꯑꯥꯔ ꯗ ꯕꯦꯁ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯨꯗꯦꯟꯠ ꯆꯨꯖꯟ ꯕꯥꯏ ꯌꯣꯔ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜ ꯅꯠꯇ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯅꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯏ ꯉꯥꯛꯄ ꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯅꯣꯏꯅ ꯈꯨꯝꯕ ꯉꯝꯗꯗꯅ ꯀ꯭ꯔꯥꯎꯗ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯅ ꯑꯃꯨꯛ ꯈꯨꯝꯃꯛ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯏꯀꯥꯏꯗꯣꯏꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯁꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯔꯥꯎꯟ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯕ ꯔꯥꯎꯟ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯂꯩꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯌꯥꯔꯤꯈꯩꯗꯤ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯦ ꯇꯦꯟꯁꯟꯅꯕ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯒꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯔꯥꯎꯟ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯁꯥꯡꯗꯣꯛꯇꯅꯕ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯖꯩ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯀ꯭ꯋꯦꯁꯟ ꯈꯨꯝꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯌꯨ ꯍꯦভ ꯑꯣꯟꯂꯤ 10 seconds ꯀꯣ to respond to the question noina answer pina bhona bakanda 10 second de henbe ade ko rules khara hayke ko quiz competition ji kamai to godage have je direct question haiba question round ma legani sigi matam sidadi one question will come to you ko question amakhak noida hangkaneba haiba wahang sigi achumba paukhum pibada noina phangado ba apunba points se 10 points aduga direct question sidi pass to ba yae ko amadagi amada mu pass to ba yai aduga haiba pass question se another team amana khumagadi 5 points ko sina direct question ni ko then buzzer round haibam leini noi mangda table da khilise singa sigi oina ekoi sar samuna sponsor to birak pani ko so mayam ekoi sar samu gi demak to khuba am to khubi ko sige buzzer se sarna thoina merit ta singa ga sabani ko ai ju yam toy sijinare si buzzer se tonga tonga quiz competition singi harak matam da aduna si buzzer sida number buzzer round hai sina question ama slide sida pirakani sida noin uduini ko so in buzzer round there has to be a question in the slide ko sida uduini slide tenungna question ama question si hek ubaga ihan hana se ta lona number kada yare usi noi mari mak noi na meng hanje ko all 5 of you press the same buzzer at the same point of time but in a fraction of second da ihan hana namgi ba miduna nga andoine ko sibu kai ko buzzer round aduna reflection si yam thugadaba your reflection has to be very quick ko it is the game of the sense of reflection aduna question ek thorak pa kanda khange haragadi phalong namgadoba aduga chumna paukhum piragadi you will be awarded 10 points aduga aramba paukhum piragana kaino negative 5 points aramba paukhum piragadi negative 5 points deni ko but rules e do mai mathang mathang harke ko because it will take more time aduna round khuding ge ino explain toroke yare ko are you all ready to start a quiz competition okay ready oi bakai khulam thangalo okay all are ready and that is the quiz competition the third state level youth convention organized by Asaido Sangaiyumpham and first round zi quite a live round de hosi ko and we'll start from team A the first round zi khoi ki science ki round ni ko ado aina rules am wal hore chithaba first tab ze kanana ani khangbra point quite a yam phangba satra do adu team no first ani ko aduma is it clear yare ko do yaninge ko so I'll start with team A this is science round direct question team A ki damakta ahanba question the first question see team A how long does it take for the sunlight to reach the earth nongsa gi mangal sina malem gi leimai de yorpa matamda matam kayam sangbagi havani that's direct question for you you have 10 seconds team A 10 seconds 5
okay 10 lakh kilometer per second
nate punna matam kayam sangeba how many minutes natragana pung kaya changi thagi aikhogi numit ki mangal sina malem de yorpa now time is over the question is passed to team B nate buzzer no mo direct question to khuma haira dawne mic ta
8.6 minutes.
8.6 minutes. That is the correct answer. So 5 points awarded to Team B. Now that is direct question for Team B again. Team B direct question. Slightly yang ziko. Which is the only metal that is liquid at room temperature? Karamba metal no room temperature to liquid no level se?
Mercury.
Mercury is the right answer. So amazing. Team B has opened their account with 15 points. So that is direct question. So 10 points awarded to Team B. Now the youngest team, the most exciting team in this quiz competition, that is Team C. Team C ki question C yengziko. What is the name of the hottest planet in our solar system? Team C. Quite a saba planet to give me kai ko. Yes.
Mercury.
Mercury is in a quite in the that's wrong. Now the question is passed to Team D.
Venus.
Venus, are you sure? La lagadi. La lagadi la leva. Okay. Absolutely right. That is the correct answer. So Venus is the hottest planet in the solar system. So 5 points for Team D. Now we can have the direct question for Team D. Okay. That is your question for Team D. What is the name of the deepest place in the ocean?
Mariana Trench.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yare ko. Kayam yam kutle.
11,000 kilometers.
No. Anyway, you have given the right answer. So 10 points for Team D. 10,935 meters or 35,876 feet. God, that is Mariana Trench. Anyway, you have given the right answer. So, how's the quiz competition? Except Team A and C, natana Team B and D are performing perfectly well. Makoy ani mang na hujud forward pangiba puno points, 15 points. Now that's direct question for Team E. Team E the direct question. Who was the second man to walk on the moon? Thagili maida ani shuba khongda khiba astronaut adigi maming kari gobage. The first person to set his feet on the moon, his name was Neil Armstrong. Ko makoy hum set pani Michael Collins haiba mane, Neil Armstrong haiba mane. Michael Collins sina moigi space shuttle dugi pilot tuni ko. Madi thagile maida chakide Apollo 11 gi mission da thagile maida khonda kiba astronaut ani gi maming da amadi ina maming high grade. His name is Neil Armstrong. And who was the other one? You have 2 seconds. Now the question is passed to Team A. Now the question is passed to Team B. Now the question is passed to Team C. Yes, you can try. Chumme hero.
Kalpana Chawla.
Kalpana Chawla. Chungge di tawba ko. Kitang swere. Anyway, Team D. So now the question is passed to the audience. Yes. Gentlemen, please come forward. Mo na mayam to kusin na bigani. Volunteer singing makay dagi. Ado prize si volunteer singing na tharang tawribra tawdribra. Tawdabo ergan tawno mo na biro. Okay. Nangi ming han hayro ko.
I am Nasruddin Sakula from Etilong Kumamalikai. The answer is Bruce Aldrin.
Absolutely right. He has given the right answer. So please give it up for him. Nangi prize so den pini ko. Ado ko volunteer sing thorang to lai biro prize aduga audience sing inamakta question amada hange ko. There's another question for the audience. For every round we'll try to give one question for the audience. Aikogi audience tala reverse satra sing Sangaiyumpham gi aikogi like yam paaba quiz yam quiz te am ngauzer student mayam mangda lebenina makhogi damakta ikoi question kar prepare to thami ko science round gi damakta, and that is for the audience. What is the name of the protein in blood that carries oxygen? Oxygen carry to protein dugi maming kari ko that is in blood. That is for the audience. I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4. Nupi macha hanma male mana ko ma wang ati hangal tre. Yes. Lo adure hero dum hero yenge. Ha. Hemoglobin high bro. Chumro. Chumme ko. Okay, very good. My maming kari ko we. Okay, nangi prize. I koi volunteer sing na organizing committee na ready to rakan ko. Ang pira ke mai damuta mayam au kuma ma khusi ko. Okay. Amazing. Now, after the end of the first round, Hausa score give Team A amadi Team D. Animak say they have scored 15 points. Chumiko. Aduna Nemhoriba Team Ahum, Team B, C amadi T E na are yet to open their account, and in the coming rounds, we hope that Moisu they will compete in a competent manner. Natra adudi matamahanda vida anishuba round mula as that is the sports round. So sports round C will start from Team B. Team B they also sports round. Okay. Team B ahanba question. Okay. Which athlete won the largest number of gold medals in the Olympic Games? Olympic Games ki puwari da gold medal khwaidagi fangkhiba sanaroi dugi maming kari kaubage. That is for Team B. You have 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the question is passed to Team C. Now the question is passed to Team D.
Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps is the right answer. So 5 points awarded to Team D. Now we can have the direct question for Team C. Team C ki direct question. Team C ki direct question. Who was the first Olympic medalist from Manipur? Manipur dagi ihan hana Olympic medal lokhiba sanaroi dugi maming kari kaubage. Noina khangma mek ta jelo ne Olympic medal loba Team C ki akhangma player mek ta jelo se. Negative points later. Yes.
Mary Kom.
Mary Kom is the right answer. So 10 points for Team C. That is the youngest team for this quiz competition. Noi khangye mo ko, khangdi khangna khumde noi na. Handa yang khumasi ko. Si chumme ngo. Ko Team C ki khuba mo hal khubi om to ko. Okay, thank you very much. Now we can have the direct question for Team D. Team D ki direct question. This Indian women footballer holds the record for the most goals scored by an Indian woman in international football, reaching 50 goals in 2024 SAF Women's Championship named this women. Howji European Cup amada sanari bi sanaroi amakhakni mahaksi India gi nupi football sanaroi ama oina goal masing khwaidagi amna chanbagi puari semkhiba sanaroi ni hairiba nupi footballers di kanano.
Pass.
Pass. Now the question is passed to Team E. Now the question is passed to Team A. Now the question is passed to Team B. Now the question is passed to Team C. Team C da hinsam da pige ko maje Manipur da gini. Okay, now the question is passed to the audience. Okay, kanam khangre ko ai khumage it's Bala Devi. How's the Scottish Cup amada mas hanari ko Manipur ki star mani. Anyway, now direct question for Team E. Team E ki direct question. It is a very easy question. No, you are very lucky. What is the national sports of India? India ki karamba game bo ekhoina national sports ni haraga khangna bage. You can try your luck. Guess over here ko. Hayo ne. Chumme nang haido do. Ha.
Hockey.
Hockey is the right answer. So 10 points for Team E. Ko Team E they have opened their account with 10 points. Now direct question for Team A. That is the last question for this round. Team A, get ready. In which country was the famous boxer Muhammad Ali born? Muhammad Ali is karamba country the poke bage hai. Ma karamba country the sanagi ke have na ko. Karamba country the poke have ni ko.
Afghanistan.
Muhammad Ali sir. Arre bhai. Now the question is passed to Team B. You have only 5 seconds. Now the question is passed to Team C.
America.
America is the name of continent. Adu noi ki chance ama pige karamba country no hero. America adu country du oina kari maming kauge ba.
United States of America.
United States of America is the right answer. So 5 points for Team C. How's Team C, the youngest team say, how's it yam pachana sanari ko. Moise. Now we have the last question. That is for the audience. Audience ki makta question. The first chess grandmaster of India who achieved this started in 1980. Hello, okay. 1988 India ki ahanba Grand Master title logiva Indian chess player to give have ni. Okay, once again I going aside gentlemen do call. Yes, Pakumpiro today Pakumpiro. Vishwanath Anand is the right answer. So please give it up for this wonderful gentleman. Okay. Okay, mathangize aikoge social science ki round ni and social science ki round gi mangoi na habatare aikoge ngasai audience ta ki pakhum pibi ki ba mahiroi ni do amtang kauthok sake. You please come forward in front of the stage and you can collect your prizes. All two of you. Yes. Napani mo lo? Ma'am, aho kuba magluin ng babani pupugni thoko pigani? Okay, very good. Yes. Ado yung pibiro ko. Okay. Now we have social science round. Yes, get ready for the social science round ko. And we'll start from Team C. Team C. Team C gini ko. Team C ki social science round. How's Okay. Direct question for Team C. Which is the largest river in the world? Prithvi the quite chawba turian dugi mami kari ko boke. Yeah, kumo. Yes. You have only 10 seconds.
Amazon River.
Are you sure? Sumeko. Absolutely right. That is the correct answer for 10 points for Team C. They perform exceptionally well. Ko sida quite chawba hairagadi that's Amazon. Navani marata conflict lady do ko. Nile is the longest river in the world. Ko. Anyway, now we have the direct question for Team D. Team D ki direct question is what is the height of Mount Everest, the highest mountain peak of the world? Maling ki khwaidagi wangba chingdol peak ko. Mount Everest ki awang ba si kaya no haibani?
8,848 meters.
Louder. One to ko. Okay, khakan hairo.
8,848 meters.
8,848 meter is the absolute correct answer. So 10 points for Team D. And now direct question for Team E. What is the full form of GDP? Team E. Si economy ga mari leina ba tama makhak ni ko. Laipak amang economy ze una bagi magi medium makhak ni
Growth,
chumi hayo. Yes, you can try.
growth development projects.
Okay. Adu ina phajana pa khumpi bang amibra. I can give you another try. Now the question is passed to Team A.
Growth development project.
Now the question is passed to Team B. Chumi hayo.
Gross development people.
Now the question is passed to Team C. Now the question is passed to Team D.
Gross domestic product.
Gross domestic product is the right answer. So 5 points awarded to Team D. Okay, now we have direct question for Team A. Team A ki direct question ko. The institution which makes the laws in India. India ki laws hai. India ki karamba government ki institution na sembage. That is direct question for Team A.
Parliament.
Parliament. Hena phajana atopa amasu semba amasu leiri amaduna kai ko.
Lok Sabha.
Ha.
Lok Sabha.
Nate law semi that. Parliament is absolute right answer. Chume ba ko. I'm just checking that whether you can give me more accurate answer. Law semi is parliament khak nate ba. Atopa institution amana su semi ba. Ado amadu kai ko ge ba. I check toge ko. Parliament say I will be awarding you 5 points. No ito pangane ba ko. adubu moina pakhum piba ngamagati moida 5 points am pirani pakhum piba ngamdragadi nangna full points am phangani. Okay, team B. Team C.
Parliament of Rajya Sabha.
Now the question, Rajya Sabha parliament go. Team D.
Legislature.
Now team E.
Constituency.
So 10 points awarded to team A. That is the parliament and state assembly. Go. Hariba institution anisina laiba amagi India gi law same gani ko. Anyway, 10 points awarded to team A. Now direct question for team B. Team B ki direct question. Which ancient text is considered a major source of Vedic culture? Ancient scripture amakak layeba ko, which has been the source of Vedic culture. Can be scripture, no? Now the question is passed to team C. Now the question is passed to team D.
Upanishads.
Now the question is passed to team E. Now the question is passed to team A.
Rig Vedic.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Absolutely right. That is the correct answer. So 5 points awarded to team A. So at the end of the third round, let us know the current score from our scorer. Scorer the current score amtang haibirakani.
Team A 15, Team B 15, Team C 25, Team D 35, Team E 10. At the end of the third round, Team D is leading with 35 points. So please give it up for Team D. And they are closely followed by Team C with 25 points. So all the teams are performing very well. In the coming round, Team Kudimana yam fazana perform to nubo hona ziko. Hazik yam tight in Team C and Team D yam kani inari. Now audience round ni sir ki like si audience PB biar apa sir? Yeah, okay. Okay, so the higher pai communication am to hoge to hoge sir. Anyway, so this question is for the audience. Which body decides monetary policy in India? India the centungi policy sir. Karamba body ne decide to hoge have any? Anyone from the audience? Any student from the audience? Yes, there's one student. Please come forward. Law, karakan law. Matam yam law is it?
Parliament.
Parliament makes policies, but the decision is taken by. Adoidum Laura Hero no me am doing get umbran. RBI is absolutely the right answer. Okay, matak pira ke ko no me am lekhola banina. Anyway, now we have Islamic round. Islamic round is a buzzer round or any ko. Buzzer round as I have told you, full points 10 points will be awarded to each one of you who gives the right answer. Ko. Achumba paukum piva correct answer piva do. Adu 10 points award togani. And if you give the wrong answer, then there is negative 5 points. No ina hana phangaga leiraba no gi points ting do. Adu dagi 5 points minus togane ba ko. Aduna no ina paukum se khangdragadi nammoi da bane ba ko. Chumna khangagadi hana namna bu hona ga do bani ko. Anyway, so ready oire ko. Hoji noi buzzer ji yar ba yingji. Buzzer do set over the call. Sanu ready where bra. Bazan tana munoi me am at one time. Sarau nam tang nam se.
Yare ko. Okay. Namo. Namune. Moina hangi bini. Namo. Okay. Yare team D yare team C ke mak try tau se no ete namo no team C kang namo. Yani ngak tengai si. Team C ate. Adudi team B game ting yenge. Yare team C kang ngai apa male. Islamic round the first question ready to thambiro. So buzzer round the team A, B, C and L you get ready, and when the first question comes in the screen, then you look at the screen. Once you are sure about the answer, then you press the buzzer. When you are sure about the answer to khang taragadi buzzer to pat on namogo do ko ahan number do adu khadini ko pa khum biba ya do ji. The only team that press the buzzer with the light will be only the team that will be allowed to give the right answer ko adu pa khum biba ya do ji adu khadini ko. So get ready for the buzzer round. Team C ya the project so team C di khutang alala si matam loro si ko sanu matam loro si team si khutang kalalas noina khang taragadi ko khutang thangalasi ko ado mang the jury myam leire masak nai ko mayam jena decide to ni ko kanana hangeje noi gi di press to rono ba khut on thangalo ko khangmu khangadi khang da bida thanga taragadi noi jo -5 ni ko. So you need to be very careful. So Islamic knowledge round, the first question: who is known as the sword of Allah? Saifullah. This general in the golden age of Islam, he has defeated the Persians, he has defeated the Romans. He was the winner of 100 war. He was never defeated in any battle. So he was regarded as the sword of Allah by the Holy Prophet Muhammad. And who was this general?
Prophet Muhammad.
Prophet Muhammad the people title name sword of Allah, Saifullah is it? And he was a Muslim general. So Paukumzi, there's no pass like the go. Aduna the right answer see I audience the laksha again. Kanano sword of Allah hai kadi kanamu khang nahi. Okay, museum yame hairo. Ha. Hazrat Ali natte. Ha. Khalid bin Walid is the right answer. But I have seen a lot of hands. Aduna iko aduki prize to masing suna leiba ngamjadre haitare. Ako ngasi organizing committee si aino uzabada PNJ amani de henu ute ko. Adu khar link na sina batare. Anyway, now we can have the second question. How many surahs are there in Quran? So -5 points for team D. Ngasai ki aranba answer pibagi ko. -5 now again team D. Team D answer PC. You press the buzzer. Buzzer do noi khungre namgre ko. Yes, you have pressed it.
118.
Ha.
118.
118. Amuk kahayo.
118.
119. So -5 points from team D. So that is the wrong answer. So that is 114 numbers of surah in the Quran. Now we can have the third question. Look at the screen. Who was the first woman to accept Islam? Islam ihana ne accept okiva nupi de maming kari ko boge. Team B. Okay. Team B. The first woman to accept Islam. So if you are giving the wrong answer, then -5 points. And if you are giving the right answer, then you will be awarded 10 points.
Hazrat Aisha.
Hazrat
Hazrat Aisha.
Aisha is wrong. Hazrat Aisha di.
Hazrat,
Okay, it's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. Okay, now the question is passed to the audience. Okay, a lot of people call, a lot of students, but I see many good students are out there in the crowd. Moi mayam si ke achum answer pi mayam si khuba am to khusi ko. Organizing committee sing asi noi ki namak PNG khare am thorang toram ta ra ga di ko. I loi PNG pithok ya bane. I can see only 2 pen there ko. Aduna aina hai si dagi khitang ikai ba khangdana PNG khare am leibi ro di yam nuai ga dong ne. Anyway, now we can have the third question. Who was the first person to give azan? Team C ga team D ga kanana hangi. Sir. C na hale ba. C na hale ko. I team C the first preference pige, and after that I'll come to team D. Team C.
Hazrat Bilal.
Hazrat Bilal. Chumabo, are you sure? Absolutely right. 10 points for team C. So the final question for the Islamic round. What is the first month of the Islamic calendar? Team D. Yes.
Muharram.
Are you sure? So they make off 10 points. Ko ngasai mang giba points sing mo make up to gre. Muharram hozur se liva tha. This is the first month of the Islamic calendar. So that is the end of the Islamic round. And then audience ki sig round si the question am ta hangjage ko. Who was the Khalifa that defeated the Romans and Persian? Prophet Muhammad na Islam spread to orpo matamduda matamdugi malim haitare matamduda superpower country ani khaklei. One was Persian and one was Romans. Haiba global superpower country ani makse defeat tawkhiba aikogi Muslim gi Khalifa dugi maming kari kaubage. That is for the audience. Audience up the khandrabo. Ha. Can you have a no? Tade. Resident Khalifa, the Khalifa Marigi generation ne. That is not the name of the Khalifa. Now the question is open to all the teams. Having umbra. Who was the Khalifa that defeated the Romans and Persians? The two superpower of that time. Arab the tribal mayam civilization kari no khangdaba. Yes. Leroy. Puinshu Leroy. Sulaiman was the name of a prophet. Anyway, the right answer is Hazrat Umar Farooq. So he defeated the Roman and Persian. Adu matamdu da yam nangak khiba thodu amakak ni ko. Arab ki tribal sing amaga pakat na khanaraga leramba sagai amaga tribe amaga when never united. Adubu at one point of time when they become united under the banner of Islam, adu matamdu da they had the ability to defeat the Roman and Persian. Anyway, now we have home round. Home round so buzzer round oini ko. And home round haibadi ekoi Manipur gi round haibani ko. And this is buzzer round. Yare ko. Buzzer round hosik to rize. When the question is there in the screen, when you are sure about the answer, then you can press the buzzer. Ko. The first team which press the buzzer with the light can answer question. Yare ko. So first question. Okay. This MLA asks the highest number of questions in the Manipur Legislative Assembly. Who was this person? Team D. Lalaga the negative points ni ko. Yes.
Surya Kumar Okram.
Surya Kumar Okram. Ekoi honorable MLA is mang the phamaga leire. But negative 5 points for Team D. Ekoi honorable MLA is there. Sina quite the question hangba ani suba MLA ne. Ko. Second highest number of questions is honorable MLA hangi, but the highest number of questions is MLA Joy Kishan with 114 questions. Ko. Aduga ekoi dana hang buzina subject to correction 104. Ko. Question quite hangba ani suba so negative 5 points for Team D. So you need to be very careful this time. Okay. Okay, now the second question for the home round. Who is the current governor of Manipur? Yes, Team D. Yes, Team D. Khang. Yes. Matam yam lo ya di. Say. Rajkumar Bala is wrong. Moi ko thanga kibra.
Sir.
Yes. Khare di chumme ba ko nangi do. Okay, team C se ko thanga kibra sir. Thanga leba. Okay, adu di try I chance pike. Yes, team C.
Ajay Kumar Balla.
Ajay Kumar Bala is the right answer. So they will be awarded 5 points. 10 points the period is mo any jam tough ina kapito banina. Anyway, now we can have the third question. The first tribal chief minister of Manipur. Manipur ki ihan hanba tribal chief minister du ki maming kari ko bage. Team A, B, C, D. So it is Yangma So Saiza. Now we can have the second question. When did Manipur get its statehood? Yes, Team D.
1972.
1972 is the right answer for 10 points for Team D. So now we can have another question. Name this person. Hari Mr. Asina, Regional Institute of Medical Science, Manipur ki Ihan Hanba Medical College Puraki, Board of Secondary Education established Toromi, Manipur Public Service Commission Likalami, Manipur ki Amatangai Zoological Garden, Mahakna Hudomi, Mahakna Patriot Day Amadi Kongzom Day Observations of Hudomi, Manipur ki Ihan Hanba University Sumhakna Sangaba Horomi, High River, the architect of modern Manipur Sikanano, Team C.
Alimuddin.
Alimuddin is the right answer. So 10 points for Team C. Okay, next, another question, Manipur ki round. Housing Manipur Legislative Assembly is suspended tawre. Suspended tawdringai mamangda. Who was the last chairman of Public Account Committee of Manipur Legislative Assembly? MLA mano oidoini ko kanano haveni. Public Account Committee ki chairman si cabinet minister magi rank tapi magi special power mamam p. Yes, Team C.
Surya Kumar Okram Kennedy.
Surya Kumar Okram is the right answer. So 10 points for Team C. So we can have the last question for the home round. The last sovereign king of Manipur before its merger to India. India the pundringai da aroi ba sovereign king adugi maming kari ko bage have in Manipur. Team D.
Maharaj Bodhachandra.
Maharaj Bodhachandra is the right answer. 10 points for Team D. So after the end of the home round, let us know the score from our scorer. Yam nungai ko quiz hojik quite nungai round nama, and it's going to be a little tougher. Question si yam lain bi yu khakta hai organizing committee na. I ko Sangaiyumpham ki student makai se mi mamangda live thaga do banina yam haidaba mangani haidana. A question si yam luna semakpani atu bo mo yam phajana khummi ko, but handaki question si di asing bagi lui ko. Ai ngasai lui haidu haijan mane ko. Handaki round si di, that is the panel round. Round mayam si organizing committee na suggest or ko round ngaktani ko. Ado panel round ki ready to ko Team A, B, C, D. After the end of the fourth round, Team A scored 15 points, Team B with 10 points, Team C 60 points. And after the end of the fourth round, Team C is leading with 60 points, followed by Team D with 50 points. Team D ki negative marking yamsa khreko, and Team E with 10 points. So quiz sida di buzzer round hai buzzer Manipur da ihan hana aikoi sar samuna puthoraki aduga buzzer sidi aikoi ki cutthroat competition ni ko sida di negative points ki plays yamna se my roles yam chawe aduna sense of reflection je yam thugadaba. At the same time aingonda question ji pakhum phajana chumma bra ha base isana check tawgadabani ko handaki question je handaki round ji am nungai round ni. Again, this is also buzzer round. So we can have the first question for Pangal round. Identify this student leader. Manipur Pangal gi amata ngairaba 4% reservation gi pioneering tawkiba haiba movement madugi ihau Manipur Pangal singi oiva reservation pigadobani haidana ihau hokiba Manipur Pangal gi mahiroi singi luchingba amagi picture ni mangdo urivasi haiba misaksi noi identify to ngambra. And he was the president of all Manipur Muslims student organization AMSO haidana Manipur gi Pangal singi student body amagi president oirambani. Can you identify this student leader who had been the pioneer in the student movement for bringing OBC reservation for the Pangal community in Manipur? Can you identify the person? Sigi paukum pibang ambado sir samuni iba lai amaso mo khudol tam gani noida. Buzzer hanam gado uniko. Buzzer round. Yes, Tim D.
Hanipsa.
Hanipsa is the right answer. So 10 points awarded to Tim D. So Pangal round da sige paukum si pibagi ai sir samugi mo chinjaraga Dasu Sardar have a lyric handak has Manipur State Sahitya Academy na piba award pangrava lyric niko have a like the question is again. Okay. Okay. So we can have the second question. Second question. In 1635, during the reign of King Khagemba, a Pangal lady made a supreme sacrifice at Imphal River. Her sacrifice was categorically reflected in the Maitai Puya Kamnung Inga Leishava. What was the name of that lady? Manipugi Puari da Kwaidiki Singtaningai Oiba Maunda Pangal Nupi Amakakna Manipuri Miam Gidamakta Tawai Takibagi Tankak Amakakni Imphal Turel ki Tingel Tingbada Manipur ki Matamdugi Iningto gi Mahut Chilaga Tawai Takiba Adugumba Manipur ki Petro Chamakakni Maki Warisi Kamnung Inga Leisava Haiba Maitai Puya Sida Santukna Palli Haida Nupi Sigamaming Kariko Bage. Haibu wang sigi paukum pibang ambada lupa chamga pigini ko chamga se ini puthok kada bana tesi yamba alaudina puthokani. So for the audience, yes, lady from the crowd. Okay, nabani mo tholo. Okay, paukum pibang ambada nabani mo. Yes, come. La laga tino ini de lupa chamga launi ko. Mamani haisi yai pok thambal no habeni ko absolutely wrong. Thambal no ite ni ko pangal lai bani. Yes. Yes, come forward. Yes, no any come forward quickly. He has given the right answer. That is Amina Bibi.
My name is Irsan.
Okay. Like to Piro. It's a beautiful answer, Kong. Okay. Sir, Samudam the PNC. Like to. Sir, please come forward to give away the prizes. This prize for the student. Yamba lupa changwa hito to Piro. Aku na pira geba. Okay. Okay. Wait. Uncle. Karina amok pipi dori ko. Ipotombina. Isana dum pipio, yes. Lupa changwa gi manam pidore. Okay. Aho mo kuwa ko bigyan, yes. Okay, now Pangal round have zinoy kauguno ko. How's it forward team ama forward na Pangal round yu pa kumpi bangam dri ko. Audience na yam fazana perform to re. How's it now we have can we have the next question for the Pangal round? Identify this football player ko. Haiba football player sina he led the Indian national team ko junior Indian national team represent tawraga sub championship ki winner lokhiba Indian national team ki captain aduni magi maming kari ko boge team C ge eka kana na hali C na hale ko so that is team C
Sangaiyumpham.
Sangaiyumpham is the right answer 10 points for team C ko team C na han boy na pangal round ki pakum pi bangam gre so we can have another question for pangal round King Khagemba established an administrative office exclusively for the Pangal administration. What was the name of that public office? Team D. Before that answer, iningtau maidingu Khagemba na Pangal gi oiba sanglen taret exclusively thamlami haiba sanglen taret tu gi manungda haiba sanglen simadi Pangal singi administrative office oina exclusively lingamba adugma sanglen amakhangni sanglen sigi maming adu haiba ngambra yes team D press hana to grade pakhum do hana ready lega do buni ko if you are not sure about the answer then you should not press the buzzer so you can try buzzer namgra ina negative points ti leirani ko 5 4 3 2 and 1 now the question is passed to the audience. Kangra ma'am, anyone from the audience? Anyone from the crowd? I'm the hungry ko. Minus 5 points for team D. So the right answer is Pangan Sanglen or Kazi Lotion is the right answer. Okay, so we can have another question for the Pangal round. In Puya, Sakok Lamlen, Hariba, Ekogi Maitegi Puya, Mangang Guruna Iba, Puya Makani, Hariba Puya Sida, Pangangi Lamboiba Makak, Maki Mamingsi, Musalman Guru Amakak. In the early 7th century, the Mahakse Manipur, the Kongdara Ki. Mahak na Kongdara Pomatam Sida, Pan given in Tawadugi Maming Kaniko Boge. 7th century ge angan ba sarukta Musalman Guru Haidana Mington ba Pangal Sen Amakak Manipur Kongda Raki Mahakna Manipur gi Kangla Saba Matamda Yamna Chawna Thodang Loki Hairiba Mishak Asina Manipur gi religious movement da Mahak ki achoba influence amakak thamami Mahakna lakhiba matam atuda pan khiba Manipur gi ningthaw tu gi maming kari ko bage Team E D C B and A Yes.
Khagemba.
Khagemba de 7th century nate. 17th century ne Khagemba de. Ko. So can we get it from the audience? So the right answer is Maidingu Naufangba. So negative 5 points for team C. So can we have another question for the Pangal round? The last question. The first Manipuri footballer to win a European Cup, Dinamo Zagreb, Haiba Club Ado, represent Oraga, Korshin Cup, Lokiba, Manipugi, Alba footballer to Maming Kariko Boge. Hints Niko, Pangal Round. The first Manipuri player, the first Manipuri footballer to win a European Cup, Dinamo Zagreb, Haiba Club represent Oraga. Korshin Cup Lokiba Manipur gi footballer Sanaroi du gi mami kari ko boge Pangal round ni ai hinsa ma pige ko nupi ni she is a women footballer and that is Pangal again so now the question is passed to the audience Kasmina ko but I have seen a lot of hands raising there so I koida kolom je hujik susung leite ko aduna I know the prize people ngam dre so Pangal round se sida loishalasi okay can we have the last question aroi ba makak lausi ko last question for the Pangal round mam the si question si amna khumaning bagi ni ko identify this leader Haiba Luching BSC Manipugi Puari the Ngasi Fauba miyam na ningsing iba nupi lan ko nupi lan gi luchingbi ama khakni maksi kanano nupi lan gi pangal gi luchingbi ama khakni maksi kanano. Can you identify the person? Audience tagi haiba ngambra? Kana haiba? Sara Bibi is the right answer. Mi yam yamangre ko. Ado mathang pina mo honarage. Anyway, now we can have the audio visual round. Mic ama do da thambiyo. Ikugi any kind of audio gumba phangnaba haiba tare. Audio visual ni again this is also buzzer. Get ready. Team C kuthanga chiko. Atay mi amna buzzer nam chiko. So you get ready. All the teams, team A, B, C, D, and E. Buzzer round. Haiba voice si identify to bungam brain siko. Kanana piba space no haiba to. Yes. Makuntadre.
When the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. A moment comes, which comes but rarely in history, when we step out from the old to the new, when an age ends, and when the soul of a nation suppressed by...
Identify to mga magadi buzzer namse. That is Team D. Team D da identify to mga me. Yes.
APJ Abdul Kalam.
When the world sleep, malem pumana tumingai da India na ahing dong gai si hokatli heaven ko.
Jawaharlal Nehru.
Okay. 10 points for Team D. Jawaharlal Nehru was the right answer. Okay, now can we have the second question? Mobile de dum audio do lobi robo. Question do later bani na. Audio visual ni na ikoina puriba format siga lairiba ikoi gi setup siga chana da ba adum sugumba gi problem adum lai ko Indiana ning tamba numiki numidang da pikiva maiden speech of the first prime minister of India ni, and he was Jawaharlal Nehru. And can you identify the person from the audio? The second audio.
I see some enemies. In fact, I think we'd be fooling ourselves if we had an audience this large and didn't realize that there were some enemies present. This afternoon, we want to talk about the ballot or the bullet.
Identify to bungam bra. I hints pera ke ko. Malem ki quite ki masak na iba civil rights movement ki leader ni black people movement ko United States black people movement ki damakta ai ko pioneer moina iho ki ba misa amakak ni mahakna pi ki ba maki ya maming chatpa speech amakak lay the ballot
and milk, brothers and sisters, and friends, and I see some enemies.
Speech to tadri ba tahalo no ni mayai ko de singo ba.
The ballot or the bullet explains itself. But before we get into it,
Noi pa kumpi ba madra. ngamani ko, but I'll give you some hints ko. Maram di quiz have a city mang the phamiba mahiroi competition to riba mayam sika kinati ko yingiba mayam sigini sinoi loina mayam je loina knowledge mayam je tal hodoi ni ko anu ba akoina khangjada ba mayam amazo high river civil rights movement ki activist se high river activist sigi one of the prolific orator ni ko malem the quite ki wangang ba da mayam da quite pam na misa makni magi maming chala speech mayam amalai mayam dugi manung da ballot or the bullet haiba speech makni ko hoji noina tari ba se High civil rights movement ki luching ba sigi mami kari ko bage Nelson Mandela di South Africa gi nei madi United States ki ni ko phajana adune aina audio do munna ta da bagi nei hin spirit ko and I'll give you another try he was from United States of America okay team B Lale ko. Team A negative 5 points. Okay. Now, handak ekho try to wear agar audio visual je. Yaad reba. Okay. Next question. It is Malcolm X ko. Next question amutang visual ko mapiro. Identify the movie. Movie si muna yung si ko. How's screen the Uriva film Manipur ki puwari the ihana na siyang kiba Manipuri movie aduni. Can you identify the film? Team D and C. Kana na hale kutang pasi. C and D. D na hale. Okay, D.
Matamgi Manipur.
Matamgi Manipur is the right answer. So 10 points for Team D. So can we have the next question for the audiovisual round? We have another audio clip. Visual na pero any visual rapid fire se tauraro siraba ko ad quiz se sidalo shalaje we have almost punga maguma changsala kadore ko anyway how's it quiz se loi bagi tangka amak lorage ko sida so at the end of the final round let us know the current score from the scorer. After the end of the last round, how's it for the reverse score? If you say, "Mayam kanana first time do male." Between the team D and team C, D na tam do shindu kulam thangat piro. Kubam ta kanu kuro D gi makai do. C gi makai do tang kubam ta kubiro. Aroi bede hora ke ko. Team B and E score 10 points. Team A score 15 points. And Team C score 65 points. And the winner of today's quiz competition for the third youth convention organized by All Sangaiyumpham Youth Development Organization is none other than Team D with 75 points. Ngasigi quiz competition sige yam tight oi ko. Tight oi between Team C and Team D. Team D amta hogo chiko. Team D. Please stand up. So Team D na they took a lot of risks. Ko moy risks lorom da taragadi they could score around 90 points moy phangamata yabani but they have taken enough risks. Ko that is also a part of this game. Quiz ki yamna nungaiba game makhala makhang ko. Risks lo position. Guest over risks lo bose. Aduna with all the risks that they have taken, they deserve to be the winner of this quiz competition and they have performed exceptionally well. So please give it up for Team D. Dynamic Academy of New Generation represented by Team D is the winner. And now please stand up Team C. Team C is the most excited team of this competition and they are the youngest team of this quiz competition again. Ko quite again how a team ni Nayam oiraga so moi animak se class 7 ki student yaktini class 7 ki student oijaba taraga so they have performed amazingly well ko aduga team D amadi team C se am tight oina chatminabani but in some round team D team C na they have leading in some round ko round khare de moina lead tawra chatlambani but anyway team C amadi D animak se aigi damukta di winner ne na lawjage aduga team C moigi yam weak young they have performed so well and they're the runners of this quiz competition, so please give it up for the youngest team, that is the runners up represented by team C. The Future Wise Academy representing team C. Okay, thank you very much. Sit down. Third C, team A. Team A with 15 points gone. But all of the team, they have opened up their account. Aduga Sangaiyumpham ki school mayam se dagi afoba quizzer mayam thola kari habage chado ai tawjage. Aduga ngasi yamna multi dimensional oiba quiz ki round mayam se fazan perform tawba ngamgiba. Aduga buzzer round gumba yam sophisticated oiba complicated oiba round sing dajo yamna aikogi thawai yauna haiba tare. Yam aikogi reflections yam thuna perform tawba ngamgiba team puna mohana thagachari. And thank you very much, all Sangaiyumpham Youth Development Organization. And once